What is up? What is up? PulseChain, welcome to Degen Fridays. Yes, I do sound like a 86 smoker that he's been smoking for about 50 years. Yes, I do sound like that. But I am feeling a little bit more alive. Hunter, how you doing, brother? It's been a
What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's been a minute. Like what, 2 weeks again? I feel like that's our new thing, yo. Let's take a 1 week break, come back 2 weeks, and then we always have a lot of shit to talk.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like
let me look at this. How many days up did we actually have for SOLIDX? Wow, my internet is being insanely slow right now. But yeah, like SOLIDX, it topped at what, like $250. I got lucky. Like I had no clue it was launching or anything. But then I think it was Chef in my lobby. He was like, "Hey guys, SOLIDX is on a nice dip right now," and that was when it was like $9. So I got my entry at about $9. It ran up to $90, and I thought that was the end of it because it's PulseChain, right? And so I sold at $90, and then I woke up the next day and it was at $250, and I was like, "Oh wow, okay, that would have been a nice 3x." But then, like you said, now like we're down to what, $65 here. 90% of the token supply is in one person's hands. So for the chart to do a what retracement is this here? So for the chart to do a 78% retracement when 90% of the tokens are in one other person's hands. What does this remind you of, guys? Sounds a lot like Hex, no? Sounds a lot like Hex. When it's crazy. It's like Hexicans just always want to follow and copy RH. So no, I still think like in the long run, it will do well. I don't want to say it's bottomed. Looking at the chart right now, I think it might possibly still go lower. Maybe.
Well, why don't we just show your chart?
Yeah. All right. You see the, okay, there we go. Is it pulled up now? Is it showing?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So actually, when I look at it like this, it looks like it may have already wicked down there. So looking at it from the daily, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days of up. I didn't realize it was that. Wow, I heard about this late, dude. It was under $20 for like, what is this, 4 days? Wow, okay. Okay, yeah, so about 10 days.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
I just heard something say power off. I think that was my headphones. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, so 3 days of down so far. Looking at the chart, like I said, it does look actually like it may have bottomed. I was looking for it to come back down to here. So I am glad to see that wick down happen right at that 57. So that's solid. Yeah, if I look, it looks like the low was right about 58.22. So I would say most likely now it should start to see some recovery. But then again, it all really depends on the big whales in that ecosystem. I track a couple wallets, and I have seen that there are still some of those really big whales within PulseChain that are aping into this token. So I would say be careful, obviously, with it. Like when something runs this high, it does need to do a healthy retrace. It's done about 80% retrace now, so I would say that's fairly healthy. But then again, 1.38 billion market cap, 1.69 billion or million in liquidity. It's fairly low on the liquidity side. So if someone even has like 0.1% of this token, that 0.1% is currently worth $1 million right now. So that person could literally drain the whole chart. So just some things I would be careful of, but considering the people who are supporting this token, I do think at some point in the future, probably near future, this token will see a really solid reversal.
Yeah, I kind of like think the same thing. And then the SOLIDX whatever address is making what, like 100,
some stupid amount of money every day.
Yeah, from ink farms and stuff like that. So but it kind of looks like they're copying and pasting the same kind of thing that the Atropa ecosystem and pDAI has been doing since October. But it's okay, guys. We can have copycats. They can finally figure out what the game is about true DeFi here on PulseChain. You're welcome. I already know no one's going to say thank you or anything, but
yeah, there's a few tokens in their ecosystem that kind of like went crazy this last week. I would say like without a doubt the SOLIDX ecosystem really stole the show on PulseChain last week. So in terms of that ecosystem, like the tokens which I partook in was like SOLIDX and Fugazi. I think Fugazi I ended up making like a 20-30x, and then SOLIDX I made like a 10x. So pretty solid gains overall in terms of returns. But like we said, Hart's Law, right? You see Fugazi / SOLIDX. This chart looks pretty much exactly the same. Yeah.
Well, you want to know, I was I was about to buy SOLIDX at like $2.
Really?
I was with the Marines. So and I didn't remember to do it, so that was my bad, brother. I took the L on that one, brother. Slightly.
You kind of did, yeah. I'm trying to I know this one has a really big pair with Nope and with SOLIDX as well. Yup, this one was like another, this one wasn't actually Randy, but I think it was someone within his community created this token and then airdropped it to people within the ecosystem. So yeah, Yup, Nope, SOLIDX, and
you know what I've heard? You want to know something I heard? Randy and like, so Randy has a group of like a mastermind type of thing, like Axis does. The same thing that I'm about to have as well. But he's sent out maybe like $13,000 of free airdrops to people.
Really?
Through that group, basically.
Mastermind? Yeah. I mean, I saw some tweets of people like saying, hey, like the big influencers are creating their own tokens and sending supply to people. And it's like, yeah, okay, like they created the token, they can do whatever they want with it. Like that's their business, right? Like if you don't like it, then don't buy it. Like
don't be a part. Just sit on the sidelines.
Exactly.
Keep on just going to your 9 to 5 and DCAing and your pulsex and
keep buying your pulse and pulsex that are down in 60% over 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. Oh man, yeah.
I don't
tell.
Well, I just don't get why the losers are just like when Richard Hart says certain things in his past, you fucking listen to him. So when he says 50 weeks to shake out the fucking loser.
Yeah. So actually, I have a question for you. I feel like we're in similar boats in the sense of like we've both accumulated so much PulseX, like ink, everything that we could ever imagine. Like I have so much to the point now that I didn't think I would ever have this much. Do you think you're done accumulating? No, you don't think? How many billions will you be like, okay, now I have enough pulse? Because when you think about it, there's what, 1,000 or 2,000 people that have a billion PulseChain, right? And I think about it and I'm like, dude, like I have multiple billions. Like I think I have enough now.
It's never enough.
Fair.
And it's like, it's a funny thing too. It's just like, for me, I just don't let it sit there and let it just be there. I let it work for me.
Well, that's the thing. And I think that's, so I think about like the hexagons and stuff, right? And when PulseChain first launched, and like we were talking about like yield farming, and they were and PulseX was giving out these insane APRs. Like I remember at the start, like I had like 10 grand or like 20 grand in there, and that 20 grand was making me like 3 or 4K a day. And I'm seeing all these hexagons tweet like, yo, don't do anything, sit on your hands, hold your PulseX by itself, impermanent loss, all of this shit. And it's like, dude, like if you had listened to these people, it's been 1 year of PulseChain now. If you literally listen to these people, you would actually be down 30%. like you'd be down 30% on your holdings. Like, make that make sense. Whereas everybody else, if they sold, like, bought other coins, farmed ink, whatever it might be, like, they'd be in a way better position.
Well, it's just like, all right, what's this name with you? Because I've been calling out some people, and of course they don't like retweeting or commenting or having, I don't know, talking back, because they know they're fucked. So
dude, there's one name on the top of my head right now that's like prime suspect number one for this. K for K, bro. Dude, how down bad are you in your fucking PulseX, dude? I saw him tweet the other day talking about, like, yo, what if RH does a sacrifice, and in order to do the sacrifice you need PulseX and ink? And it's like, dude, give it up already, man. Like, give it up. You're down bad. Sell your PulseX. Like, don't sell all of it, but sell it into other things. Like, accumulate more PulseX. Make your PulseX work for you. Don't just sit on it.
Yeah. It's just like, all right, let's name all the losers so far on PulseChain that if you were listening to them, you got wrecked. Just ask Jesse. Wrecked.
Liquid loads. Thank you for that.
Karen Key. Wrecked. Katie Big Tits Joe, wrecked.
Price predictions, obviously, but I did give, like, general targets that I think for PulseChain now. I kind of told people I had to taper my expectations with what I'm seeing. So I said like a 25 to 50x from sacrifice. So that would put us at what, half a penny, right? If we hit a 50x, what do you think?
pDAI pegs to $1. We send this shit to fucking 10 cents.
Bro, if this shit sends to 10 cents.
And then I go like this to every single motherfucker, and I'm the king of PulseChain. Yeah. I once was a farmer, and then I made myself king, basically, type of shit. You know, like the Viking movie, you know, like Rothbard. Who wants to be king? You're gonna have to kill me. Who wants to? No, you, no, you, no.
Yeah, no, geez, no. So that's the crazy thing to me is like, yes, PulseChain, like I think like 50x, like half a penny, or like you said, like, dude, if it cents to 10 cents, y'all will never see me again. Let me just throw that one out there to start. But like, if pDAI actually hits $1, dude, once again, y'all will never see me again. Like the thought of pDAI pegging to $1, I think about all the tokens that I have that are pegged to pDAI, and that's what, still 100, like 125x away from $1. Yo, like, stop playing with me, bro. Like, money's just gonna be a joke at that point. So y'all, crazy week for Mega, and anyone who's been holding our NFTs or who participated in our pre-sale. Let me pull up our new website here actually as well. It's Mega.
You keep on talking. I'm gonna blow my nose and get my coffee.
Yeah, for sure. Do your thing. So Mega, last time Coach and I were on 2 weeks ago, I let you guys know that by that weekend, Mega website would be getting a huge rebrand. And then in addition to that, we would be launching our LAUNCHPAD. So thankfully, the website did go live the next day, which was really awesome. And then pretty much with the website comes the release of our Mega LAUNCHPAD. So amazingly, we were able to complete our first successful launch from our LAUNCHPAD. So the project which launched was EESEE. So we raised about 6.1K at a price of 0.015 DAI per EESEE. And then it actually made a 20x out the gate, which was really, really amazing. That made me really happy. If we take a look at the EESEE chart right now, Ethereum, there we go. It's sitting at about 12.5 cents. So the purchase price for the Mega people who participated in the ICO was $0.015. So it's still just over or just under a 10x for us. Yeah, no, lots of great things coming for Mega. So Bit Rivals is going to be another project which we're going to be launching from our Launchpad, and then also Haven's Compass will be coming from the Launchpad as well. And then right after this stream, I actually have another meeting for another project which we're looking to launch from our Launchpad also. But if you want access to all these all these projects launching from the Mega Launchpad, you need one of two things. Either you need our NFTs, or you need our token, and then you stake, and then that will give you allocation. Yeah, I think there's no better launchpad on PulseChain right now, right? Like, we've launched a project. Actually, not just launched the project, we launched the most hyped project of 2024 so far. And we've got a lot more coming. So stay tuned. There will be a AMA happening next week between the Mega team and the Haven's Compass team as well. So really, really great, exciting news coming from that. Okay, so wow, HHS has been live since October 16th, and today made an all-time high against Pulse. This
What
is
a concept, brother.
Yeah, this is by far one of the best looking charts on PulseChain. Every week just continues to perform really well and make all-time high after all-time high. What I really love about this token and this ecosystem are the liquidity pairs. So similar to PTGC, similar to Atropa, they've taken on the same concept and they've paired to some really, really strong tokens. Ink, Teddy Bear, pDAI, Atropa. Like, I think the pDAI pair has like 44K of liquidity at 165K market cap. Atropa pair has like 30K of liquidity at like, there's a lot of liquidity in this thing. Yeah, I can't say anything but positives for this token. Like, the way it's performing so far is crazy to me. So I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. There's actually a lot of good stuff coming for this token as well. Pretty soon there should be an NFT marketplace, so that's being worked on. There's token staking, NFT staking, lots of stuff going on in this ecosystem. So if you're on PulseChain and you're not paying attention to HHS, I would highly recommend you visit hhstoken.xyz and you get yourself involved. But of course, not financial advice. April 18th, y'all. Potentially some exciting things coming April 18th. I'm not gonna spill the exact news, but last time Coach and I were online, we talked about a bunch of communities coming together. So that is still happening. There's gonna be something that's never been seen before happening on PulseChain on April 18th. So I'm really excited for that. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good, yeah.
I'm gonna have fun with it.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna have fun with it, you know.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it.
About pDAI.
Oh, pDAI and pWBTC actually. Yeah, so let me pull up our good friend Richard Hart right now. Richard Hart.
Richard.
So, Ethereum, you might have an airdrop. Look at that. pDAI. Yeah, so it's funny. After he tweeted this, pDAI actually went up to, I think, 0.008, something like that. So just underneath a penny. I think a penny is like well within reach. Like, it's gonna happen. If not this coming up week, the week after, like, it's right there. And what makes me even more bullish is the fact that PulseChain is down bad right now and pDAI is performing this well, right? So imagine once PulseChain starts to come back up. Coach, are you in Cream?
In Cream?
Do you know what Cream is?
No.
Okay. So Cream, let me pull this up, yo. The HOA crew has been experimenting with this token that launched on ETH last bull run. I found out about it pretty early. I think I bought it around like $3-4, but it's been quietly doing its thing. It's a 2x away from hitting parity right now. So pretty interesting stuff going on here with this one. I would say check it out after the stream. I don't know what exactly their plans are with it, but it's been performing.
Did they bridge it over or what?
No. I mean, I'm assuming one of them was probably a big holder in it when it was on ETH. So then they just started adding liquidity to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, like since like last week, and then being sick for this whole entire week, I've been just like not really doing too much exciting things.
Understandable. Let's see pWBTC. So this was his WBTC tweet. So at the time it was oh boy, $260.
You go okay, brother? You okay, brother?
I don't know, man. I might be dying. So yeah, it was 260 when RH tweeted. I think it made a top around like 400, 440, something like that.
No, it was like 500.
It went that. Wow, yeah, I missed out.
Well, let me see. Is it still doing its thing? Where is it at? Where's it at? Well, this is the thing. This is the thing that's actually bringing down the whole fucking market. It is actually Ethereum. Holy moly guacamole. All right.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost 500.
Yeah, almost 500. Wow. I really missed my sell opportunity here. Jeez. I didn't realize.
I'm not selling this shit. I mean,
so like, here's my thing. I've been hoarding this shit since fucking the beginning of PulseChain, man. I have more WBTC than I thought I would ever have. Be down, yo.
I just wanted to show everybody this because I just saw it. This is why we just had that big ass like breakdown on Pulse and PulseX and everything. So this is what Ethereum looks like. Basically touches perfectly down here. Maybe the shorts were getting liquidated or something like that. That's a possibility. But yeah. I don't know. I feel bullish going into May. I really do feel bullish because
I agree.
And then when people like, I wanted to just specify. All right, guys, PulseChain's not going to miss this cycle because of the liquidity bond between Ethereum and PulseChain. So as you can see right here, that went down 3%. It's showing that PulseChain went down 14%. The volatility of PulseChain is going to be a much greater than the volatility of Ethereum because of the weight. So understand that thesis. So I don't think we can go much lower than this.
Yeah, like I would say like that 6.5 that happened. Like if we go lower than that, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. Well, and this was one person, dude. One person did all this damage. Like that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, one loser. See ya. Bye. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was just like, thank you. I'm adding to my PulseX bag. It's just like
there is so much liquidity up here that needs to get like, jeez. But even down here, you see it too, right? Like I definitely think like the entire broader market is due for a downturn. I would say Bitcoin probably needs to come down below 60K for like a solid, healthy retrace. And then like what I've noticed anyways, like you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but typically I feel like the RH ecosystem tends to react before the rest of the broader market does, right? So I think with us seeing our big nuke, that means the rest of the broader market there's definitely some downturn that's coming. Wow, like right here, we're flush with zero liquidity right here. Like there's nothing in here anymore. Yeah, no, I think they might bring us down to 50. It's very possible.
Well,
maybe right here, 59.
But when that happens, the pulse or not the pulse chain dominance, the Bitcoin dominance chart, that's when we start having alt season.
Yep,
so
exactly.
Guess what happens in alt seasons, guys?
Yeah, I would say probably 58, 59 will be a good place for them to wake us down to. And then after 59, like worst case scenario, we might go down to 50, but I think 59 we bounce back up and then we start moving upwards. But yeah, I would say for anyone who's like trades in crypto and stuff, this is a good chart to look at to give you like some sort of outlook on what's going on in the market right now. Yeah, no.
Can you show it?
Oh, is it not sharing? My bad.
No.
Yeah, it did not help.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love how there was. I don't even understand like the FUD that actually happened.
I don't either. I saw the tweet by Sunny. So I guess the first thing he said was they didn't give the airdrop out equally. So I understood that, but in the sense of like something being wrong with the token and all that, I'm like, it's a 1010 tax token. Like what was so complicated? Like the tax isn't even complicated. It's just the tax over a reward token. Like what's so complicated there? So I don't know what happened. I don't know what the FUD is and all that. I'm still holding my airdrop. I'm earning my pWBTC. So in terms of them like holding that like high market cap, I think that's always been the issue with PulseChain is like once you have that first initial blast off, it's getting that like buying power to come afterwards. But overall, I would say like PulseChain, I want to believe that this is the worst it can get. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I was saying that a few weeks ago, and now here we are. And what's funny to me is I said like in my lobby so many times, hey guys, like I think we go down to 7.9. I think we go down to 7.9. But in my head, I just didn't believe like it would actually happen. And now to wake up this morning and we wicked below 7.9, there was definitely a bit of panic. But I'm still here for the long run on PulseChain. I do think like regardless, we are going to be successful in this bull run. But what I had to do was kind of like taper my expectations of how high I think we will go. But hey, during this time, just keep accumulating. That would be my advice for each and every one of you, right? Whether it be Ink, Pulse, PulseX, Hex, all that stuff, keep accumulating. One thing as well is when you're trading charts, try to trade your charts against Pulse, right? Like if your goal is to accumulate as much PulseChain as possible, stop looking at USD charts because you're fooling yourself when you're looking at USD charts. If you look at charts against Pulse, then you're in a far better situation. Like a good example of looking at charts against Pulse, like I mentioned.
Look at Burns' chart
against Pulse.
Yeah. Talk about cup and handle.
Look at that. see guys, so this is a perfect example.
Well,
so if you're looking,
hold on, your thing's not popped up.
Oh, is it not? Oh, share this out. Sorry. Okay, so if you're looking at this, right, like right now you're looking at this chart and you're like, oh boy, like, you know, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But when I flip this to Pulse, look at that, right? Like things are actually looking really, really solid when you look at the chart against Pulse. One community that I actually have to give a shout out to for their chart against Pulse right now, and I can't believe I'm about to do this, is I was looking at this yesterday and I was like, damn, shout out to these guys. Yo, check this out against Pulse. Yeah, so they had a huge push since the start of April against Pulse. You can see here it bottomed, right? Like this is when they started that V3 liquidity in November. I was looking for it to come back and tap this for a while, but I didn't have my alerts set, unfortunately. But yeah, it came here and literally did like a 2x from the bottom against Pulse all the way up to like 440. Bit of a retrace right now, but I think they'll probably find a new floor, maybe here at 319 or maybe more so here at 370. And then I think they may start to continue to move upwards against Pulse. But this is an example of like where, and with like the burn chart, like Coach mentioned, if we're looking at it against the USD, you might not realize how well the token is actually performing. But then once you flip it against Pulse, you get like an actual, you know, view of like what's really going on in the ecosystem.
Yeah. But yeah, next Friday, hopefully there's some Degen communities out there that want to shill their stuff. If you actually do want to ever come on to the show and actually talk about your project, we're going to be starting to do that real shortly. You just have to reach out to myself or Hunter, because if you actually want to actually have a successful project, hey, you got to know about community engagement, the plan, not just having a fucking 3-day plan. It's like, what am I supposed to do now? It's just
Forget
like
3-day plan. These guys don't even create a website when they launch a token, like let alone a 3-day plan. Yeah.
All right, guys. Cheers, man.